What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the recently released 2024 vintage multi-sport box from Futera. These dropped for around 130 bucks through the Futera website and are going for around 160 to 170 bucks at the moment. And yeah, another unexpected release from Futera, and it seems like they're ramping up production and variety on their products for 2024 at least. But as always, we're here to show you guys what this product's all about. So let's get right into it, guys. If you enjoy this kind of content, want to see more, consider dropping a like down below and subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps out the channel. It really helps us grow and helps us put more content out there like this for you guys. And when you click on eBay search links on this page and make a purchase, it can result in us earning a commission, which supports us in the long run. It's part of the eBay Partner Network. So let me show you guys all the sides of the box. Pretty simple, pretty clean, nothing too crazy. And then there's like an entire paragraph here, which I'm guessing is talking about some manufacturing stuff and licensing. But all right, let's get the packs out. So this is going to be a 3x3 format from what I've seen. And yeah, 9 cards total per display box. This is a display box. There are, I think, like 4 of these in a mini case and then 4 mini cases within a master case. But yeah, what are we expecting to get per, not per pack, but per box? Should be seeing 7 numbered cards or 7 numbered base cards, all out of 250, and then 1 numbered insert. Sometimes you get 2, and then either a mem, on-card auto, or a 1 of 1. And in terms of base parallels, I'll put up a reference table on the screen for you guys to see. Try to make it as simple as possible, but you know, of course, with the inserts and mems with Futera, they typically follow a different numbering system, which you can find on the checklist on their website. But in terms of print run, there's actually only 150 master cases made total, so you can do the math. That's like around, I don't know, 2,400 boxes or so of display boxes. And just like we saw with the Futera FX release, they made super rare numbered boxes as well. And basically we have the red, which is numbered to 3. They only made 3 total of those. And you should see the serial on the back of those boxes if you do get them. And then we have a gold pair out of 2, and then 1 diamond, 1 of 1. And if you do end up with one of those, the contents should be pretty unique to that color box. So the gold is going to have something different than the red. It's going to have something different than the diamond. But Futera has kept this hidden from everyone, so somewhat of a secret. So it's basically going to be a surprise. So we won't really know what's inside until we actually see one. We know that at least with the red, you are going to be getting 3 patch cards, all numbered to 3. So there's like 3 packs just like these, and then they're all going to have like 1 patch card numbered to 3, and then 1 gold frame on card auto 1 of 1, which is pretty unbelievable. So you're getting 3 of those and then 3 patches, which is pretty wild. So that's kind of the stuff we like to see in the hobby. But if you do end up getting one of those, definitely send us some pics or videos, and congrats in advance. But yeah, let's actually get started with this first pack here. I'm guessing this says the same stuff the box said on the back. So here we go. Pack number 1. No idea what to expect. This checklist. Oh, all these cards are in sleeves. Futera's been doing that recently. But starting us off is going to be Bobby Fischer, USA Chess. Depending on who you ask, this could be Bobby Fisker, but let's just go with Fisher for now. And I think our numbered card, potentially a on-card auto. Who knows? Let's actually do this for the slow roll. Set this down. And then Dan Carter. So these are both going to be base 101 out of 250. And then Dan Carter for New Zealand rugby. Don't know much about rugby. I'm sure a lot of people from New Zealand that watch our videos probably have enough knowledge about rugby compared to most of the US population. But let's try to figure out what this is. Can it be a player that we recognize? I borderline wanted to say Cristiano Ronaldo, but I think this is Alvaro Morata. Oh, we got an on-card auto. Alvaro Morata, did not expect to see that, and it's out of 2. So usually when we see this color, it's like sapphire for Futera products at least, but you know, we talked about the color scheme earlier being different for all that stuff. So Alvaro Morata signed this card on the 18th of September 2024 in Milan, Italy. Being limited in number, this autograph card is a true collector's item. Well, look at that. Didn't expect to see this guy. I mean, looks great. Doesn't look unlicensed to me. So I am actually pretty happy with this one. It would be even better if he was wearing AC Milan colors, but what are you going to do? We will take it. Obviously, it's not guaranteed to get an auto per box. I think it's like maybe 1 or 2 autos per case. But let's see what else we have here. All right. Tomi Makinen, I believe, for Finland, rally driving. Okay, so kind of like race cars. And this is also going to be out of 250, 47 out of 250. And then we have Greg Norman, well played. This is one of those inserts, 17 out of 29. This is also technically base because I think 29 is like the highest numbered for those. And then we have Lane Beachley, Australia. So far, the only person I've recognized is Alvaro Morata. I mean, I am a soccer guy, but I think for the most part, typically, most of us, or at least for soccer fans, you should recognize, I don't know, like at least a fifth of the checklist, if not like a third. I think a third is probably more likely scenario, but all right, let's see what else we have here. Yutaka Take, horse racing. Didn't expect to see that. And it looks like we have another non-base, so we got a little bit lucky here. Depends on what you define as lucky. So another base out of 250, and then this one was also out of 250, and another heroes should be out of, what is this, 19 maybe, or 9 based on the table from earlier. BZ Madden, USA Equestrian, so horse racing, aka equestrian, I'm guessing same category. So actually out of 18, so green out of 18, or emerald, whatever you want to call it. So let's put this one over here. We have a full box waiting for us here to kind of see or give you guys a bigger sample size. No idea what to expect from this one now that we've actually gotten a on-card auto. I'm glad it was soccer too. Cole Palmer would have been nice. Cole Palmer's in this. And of course, some of the non-soccer highlights that I'm chasing. Eddie Hall, strongman competition, if you're not familiar with him. Look at this stuff. Pretty crazy guy. Crazy athlete. In a good way, of course. And then, of course, there is Khabib on-card autos as well for any UFC fans. So Alex Higgins once again. Let's put these over here for that box. And then Valentino Rossi, motorcycle racing. And then David Campese, or Campese, depending on who you ask, from Australia, so I'm guessing it's Campese. All right, this one is going to be out of 18 as well. Let's put this over here, and we have 2 packs left. Unfortunately, we didn't get a numbered box. I don't even know if the ones from like FX surfaced other than that red one. Obviously, it's like super low chance of getting one, but are we going to get another auto? This is actually going to be pretty crazy if we end up doing that, but okay, look at this. This is a pretty funny image. Ingemar Stenmark for Sweden out of 250. Let's maybe, I don't think the player's name is going to be at the bottom. Wow. We got another auto. We're going to let this one marinate. No idea what to expect from this one. But let's see this last pack here. And speaking of autos, okay, did we just get another numbered card here? Well, I mean, they're all numbered, but you guys know what I'm saying. Kristen Auto for Germany. And Chris Hoy, well played. Right behind it, this is going to be magenta or pink or whatever. 6 out of 9. So Scotland. All right. And ending things with Ben Ainsley, England sailing. I did not expect to see so many names that I didn't recognize. I actually saw a lot of names on the checklist and I was like, oh, okay, this wouldn't be too bad to pull, but this is more than personally my liking for players that I don't recognize. I don't have any familiarity with the sport. It looks like it's going to be low numbered since it's a ruby or red. Can we guess? Wait, is this going to be like a sumo? Because I know sumo's in this. It is Buakau. So if you guys are familiar with this guy, it looks like it's Muay Thai. Okay, there we go. Thailand. Wakao signed this card on the 9th of September 2024 in Bangkok, Thailand, being a limited number. This autograph is a true collector's item, 4 out of 6. Okay, so that one was numbered lower than this one. But this is kind of what you can expect. This isn't an average box, I will say this from what I've seen. So maybe we got the luckiest 2 boxes from that case. And not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping to get some of the patches rather than the autos, because there's like, you know, Pele, Maradona, Michael Van Gogh from darts, Rafa Nadal, and Lewis Hamilton even. So it's like, it's all over the place. And believe it or not, they managed to add a competitive eater in there, just one person in the whole checklist. And here's a reference image of her card, on-card auto, of course. And yeah, I learned about her while I was trying to prepare for this video. So a pretty cool card if you ask me. Kind of reminds me of Dia de los Muertos or something like that. But definitely feels like a mixture of, you know, various Futera card designs from the past. So I guess that is a good segue into getting into the rating. I'll put up on the screen like we talk about it as always, but you know, starting with the design, Futera did a great job once again. I mean, they just have a knack for designing cards. I guess maybe the only thing that wasn't so amazing was this like well played. I mean, this is like a Bane's design from like the past. They kind of, I think they used to be like actual discs, but they couldn't make the discs as like die cut, so they're just like kind of showing you the image. So that's like really the only thing that I'm not really too excited about. But other than that, the design is actually beautiful as always. And you know, one of the setbacks for the design, which is, you know, rare for Futera, is, you know, the some of the patch cards actually don't have any like images of the athlete, like not even on the back. So big letdown in my opinion from that aspect. And you know, we'd want to see at least the face of the player on the front or the back, worst case scenario. But at least the base set size is pretty decent for what it is. And you know, the product seems to be a bit too expensive for like no guaranteed auto and like, you know, being all over the place in terms of sports. You know, I get the whole point of this is to be like a multi-sport, since obviously it's in the name and all that stuff. But you know, the feeling you get from these is just like a niche within a niche hobby already. You know, most collectors typically look for cards that, you know, they're familiar with, players that they know, and there's like a lot of cards in the checklist that are from completely different backgrounds that, you know, don't necessarily overlap at all. Again, if this is, you know, Futera's attempt on bridging that gap, then good for them, much respect there. But I just don't know many collectors who'd, you know, go through the trouble, you know, aside from trying something new out. And just to put things in perspective again, as a soccer fan myself, and actually a fan of a lot of other sports like tennis, darts, and you know, many of the sports that are in this set, I only recognized about a third of the players on the entire checklist, you know, where the highlights of those were about like 20% of the whole checklist. And you know, that's including soccer and all the other sports together. So definitely enjoyed seeing some of the names in you know, darts and like track and field, like, and all that stuff aside from soccer. But unfortunately, not a lot of hits from these to kind of add to the motivation of trying these boxes out. Even though the base is numbered, you know, it's still base. You know, being numbered out of 250 doesn't really do much in the grand scheme of things. So it is what it is. But, you know, again, I think the intention here is very unique. But the fact that it isn't a set that's focused on like 1 or 2 sports max is what's kind of like holding it back. Most of the value in chasing these will obviously come from the on-card autos and, you know, recognizable patches, not some like random player that you have no idea existed. But of course, it's filled with legends, and, you know, rest in peace to some of those legends in this set as well. But at least there's also the super rare numbered boxes, which are, you know, basically like 0.2% of the entire print run. So if you, again, manage to get yourself one of those, I want to see what's in it. I'm really curious. It's crazy what was in the red ones, 3 gold frames and 3 patches, which is amazing. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I know this has been a super long video, but this is kind of had to get into it. But hope you guys enjoyed this video, found it helpful. Thanks for watching. Stick around for more content, group breaks, and giveaways. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.